right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So,
we are now here. Are you ready? Hold on,
Do
no,
do do
I
do do
jumped the
do.
gun.
The
I'm about
champ
to
is
say,
here.
I'm about to say, bro. You sound like you actually the dude who opened up the damn.
That was the point.
Okay. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so hello, this is the no vacancy guys, fellas.
Yep.
How do you?
What's
We have to
up?
figure out. We gotta figure out how we categorize ourselves.
Squad name.
The
Your squad
bros,
name.
And
the bros,
yeah.
the guys from no vacancy, and uh, it's only right that we do a little, mini short recapping the Dipset versus the LOX since we spoke uh, so eloquently and prophetically about things that did not happen.
That was word. Yeah.
So,
Whoa, whoa. I hit some good points. I have to
okay,
go back and watch it.
I feel like you were just waiting for that. He's like, yo, I'm a hedge my bets. I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe the LOX will get it in there, and
Give him
then
my flowers.
and then
Give him my
Thank
flowers.
if it happened, then he was gonna be like, yeah, man, see, I told y'all,
Nah,
this was gonna happen.
I think Scope put in the call, man. He got some people over there, and he was like, "Yo, I got this thing going on with the fellas, man. I need y'all to step it up for me." He put some type of call in. I just know it.
Well,
So,
guys, it is what it is, man.
well, I need you to do that. Use that skills for something, effective, like the lottery or something. Like we need some money. Like we need to figure out how to sharpen those skills a little bit. But where do we start? Where do we start?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I want to start with me being wrong. I need to just get that out the way real quick because I'm the type of person where I'm like, yo, I know it's out there in the universe.
Yeah.
And just a quick story. So my homie was looking up Dipset versus the LOX, the actual show, the actual verses, and then he came across the podcast we dropped about it, right?
What?
Yeah, on his own. Like I didn't
Like,
even tell him
man,
about it.
that's
So
dope.
one, that's a good look. So we in now YouTube, and he's on there, and he's listening, and this is the type of guy, man. He's gonna call you out on when you wrong and when you right, and he's like, bro, I'm gonna need to have a conversation with you because you said a whole lot of tough talk, and you were super wrong. I was like, all right, bro, I'm at work right now, but we can get into it because yeah, I definitely want to get to the part of
Accountability.
I didn't realize that the LOX was going to come out the way they came out. Because I don't want to go into details yet. I just want to state that I was wrong about the LOX. Yes, Dipset has the records, but the way the LOX showed up, I was wrong, bro. I was wrong. And I said something real disrespectful. Like, I still stand on.
Nope, don't do
didn't
it.
Really get
Don't
no
do
points,
it.
though.
Don't do it.
Like he didn't get no
do
shooting
it.
points, but he did a lot of defending though.
Listen.
So
If Rodman
played
wasn't
his
there, Jordan wouldn't have won some of them. So, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. And we got.
by the way, hold on, just real quick, Sheik. I don't want no issues when I
Yeah,
become
no.
famous and you meet me. I'm like, yo, I
No,
see you been lifting weights. I don't want no problems, no smoke. You a goat, man. I love you. All right.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, no, on some real, like according to the records, I expected Dipset to take that, and honestly, looking at it, I feel like Dipset also expected to take that, and I was actually me, Scope, and Live, who should be showing up at some point, where we're talking about it. I was like, yo, literally, Dipset got Hillary Clinton because they came in thinking it was a guaranteed win, and lo and behold, they got mollywopped. But no, like for real, that was great. And there's a couple things that I wish we could have done without, which is like the beach chair and the unnecessary yelling. But then again, that's so New York.
Yeah.
You can't even argue that part. Like it's so New York. So, but no, in general, you gotta give props, man. That dude came out there swinging, bro.
Yeah. See, the whole issue is Dipset did not take this seriously at
They
all.
Mm-mm.
And to take a L in New York is the worst kind of L. I've seen clips today where people are just randomly approaching Jim Jones like, bro, Y'all got smacked. And just the clowning and laughing is part of it, especially
Yeah.
being a
Yeah.
Harlem thing. But I mean, they set the tone that was gonna be some fuckery from the start. The
Yeah.
DJ, we don't even know if this was their regular DJ. He was terrible. They came out late. I mean, just like anything in
Ooh, they're
business,
coming
it's
out late.
how you carry yourself. And obviously, some guys came in there to handle business, and some came to just like bask in the glory of their past, I guess.
But can
Yo,
you go ahead?
go ahead. Go ahead, K-Styles.
No, I just say is can you bask in the glory when you're taking such a beating? Like you know what I'm saying? Like after you came out and you're like, oh damn, the first two you'll be like, ah, dang, okay, they came to play.
Bro, but there was a point where Cam's like, okay, let me quit playing real quick. I'm okay. Let me get on here for real, for just a second. You know what I'm saying? But all right, they already had the momentum. And like I said, Jade is an MC. He was working the crowd. Like, Dipset needed like Funkmaster Flex, DJ Clue, or something to like banter with back and forth or something. Like, some Flex bombs last night. I mean, the night before probably would have helped them out a lot too.
Yeah.
But let's not move too fast though. Let's not move too fast. Let's bring it back to the beginning when you had your boy who do the boxing thing come out. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
have
Michael
I
Buffer.
guess, there
Michael
you go,
Buffer.
that guy. Yo, he comes out, you know what I'm saying, with his little cards, man, and he's reading like a champ, right? And he gives the whole introduction, and you know how he do it. He gives the whole introduction, and you come out late. Really?
Trash. Trash. Trash.
Come on. Already, I'm like, oh man, this is not a good look. And I'm gonna be honest. After like the second, like I guess you want to call them rounds, I was like, all right, Dipset is not. They need to do something real quick because they coming out skunking y'all. I don't know if y'all know what skunk mean, but like,
Of course.
y'all know what skunk mean?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
7-0 skunk. You off the court.
yeah, man. And I'm like, yo, y'all gonna have to like one. I was like, where's Cam? Why is Cam not out with everybody at the same time? I feel like he came in like mad later, and then when he came out, I could see in his demeanor he wasn't ready to talk his shit yet, right?
Yeah.
But by the time he started talking, we were already like 2-3 songs in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're gonna talk, you should just be the ignorant Cam to go all the way. Like, you mad? We didn't get that Cam. We didn't get the playful Cam.
We got a
There,
little bit. We got a
there
little
was
bit.
rumors that saying he was getting ready to leave until he heard Michael Buffer's voice and he decided to turn back around. Which I mean,
Really?
What?
yeah, that's who said that? Fat Joe said that. And he was getting ready to leave and he turned back around. So I mean, but Santana's on drugs, okay? Santana's on drugs, and it was obvious.
Okay, I do want to say Santana may not be 100%, but what was going on with Freaky Zeke? Please, somebody explain that. Now, there's no drug in the world that can have that dude walking around like he's on Jurassic Park.
There is a drug. It's called fame, Kyle. The
But
most dangerous
ain't
drug.
nobody know him like that. He not famous.
I didn't know who that was at first. I was like,
Literally.
who is this guy dancing around?
It was cute when you were like in the '90s, you know what I'm saying? But this is not. Even the St. Louis dude was like, "Bruh, come on now," and he didn't have a mic. The St. Lunatics guy,
Yeah.
he was just out here miming and shit. You know what I mean? Like, this guy had a mic, and some people said him, like Kyle said, you think his mic sound better than Cam's mic. So,
Yeah. There was a point where he was louder. There's a point where he was literally louder.
But
but let me ask you this. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, if you're gonna have the mic, bro, you got to do more than be like, yeah, ooh. Like he just was making noises. He wasn't actually
Haunting
saying
noises.
anything. Yeah, I was like, come on, bro. If you're gonna be hyping, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, put your hands in the air or something, like, yeah, when he say this, just something. You can't just be ha oh ho 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 ah, ha ha. I'm like, what is, and then be dancing. I was like, what are you doing out here, man? What are you doing?
The person who should be most embarrassed is Jules Santana.
You think so?
Because
Why?
I said that.
I think a lot of his verses encapsulated that time in music. Like Dipset, a lot of those bangers were like his bangers. And if he just let it breathe for like just like Jada did. Imagine Jules Santana front and square, in the middle, in the front, good mic control, doing Santana's Town. Come on now. It'd be like on some Michael Jackson shit. He probably wouldn't be able to finish the words. Like, And he was
Yeah.
so aggressive and so hyped up on drugs. He looked like he wanted like to belly bump Jada out the side of the ring. Like, what are we do? You missing the moments, bro. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I just think this is a clear indication of two teams who came into it with completely different objectives, and um, we saw the outcome. I mean, like honestly, the one thing I will give my brother 21 Keys a shout out because he's like, yeah, the LOX got it, and I'm like, what do you mean? I said, nah, I gotta go with Dipset, bro. And I, halfway through the thing, I had to call him and like, yeah, man. As usual, nah, the man he's good at picking shit like this, and he called it, bro. I
But let me
can't.
ask you this, Kyle. What's gonna be the issue when they hit the road and the Dips start getting that feedback, bro? Because people are not paying their money coming out of pandemic for mediocrity, bro. They're not gonna sit through. They're not
Mm.
gonna sit through a Dipset show and you think you're gonna give them what you gave these people in Madison Square Garden. If you can't get up from Madison Square Garden, how you gonna get up for Nebraska? How you gonna get up for Houston,
And
Texas, and all that shit?
No,
Like
and
good
one
Jada and
question.
them, they gonna come to smack them every night. It's gonna be like, yo, we trying to smack them every night, every
and
night.
and one thing that K Styles had said when I was speaking with him was they could have at least called a huddle real quick and
Yeah.
regroup. I didn't even see that. Like, yeah, you came out, but then once you saw what time it was with the other team, you're supposed to adjust, my man. And I didn't
But
see that adjustment.
the one key thing is they were not a team. That's
Yeah.
that's the one thing that was
Mm,
evident. Whereas
mm,
whereas
that's key.
Styles and Jada and Sheik, they were a
She,
team.
yeah,
You notice they didn't bring no extra people on stage like that.
Where was Jay
Uh,
Hood at?
look,
Jay Hood.
dog, they didn't bring no no extra people. Cam had like a good quarter of Harlem on the stage. I don't know how that stage didn't collapse. But like, I'm not saying that, but it was just like it was no need for that. And even when it got, it was funny because it looked like it got a little spicy at some points. And you see
yeah.
Sheik just stood up in between everybody, and I'm like, yeah, man, say what you want about Sheik, bro, but Sheik played his role.
First of all, Sheik, Sheik did his thing, man. He did his thing. He did what Jim should have did. Cause Jim, you got
That,
3 joints. You do your 3 joints to the best of your ability, bro, and relax. Just like
But
Sheik.
I,
Sheik joints was hitting. I
yeah,
remember. Come on, bro. Kiss yourself goodbye. Da, da,
yeah,
da. I remember that song. He had that good love song, and he had the verse to All About the Benjamins. I mean, he played his spot. He played bodyguard the rest of the night. It was
yeah,
beautiful. And he was on the hooks.
and
And
he
every
was
time you drop the beat, it say D
and,
Block.
yeah,
and the fact that everyone knew everyone's words. You know, they were their own hype man. I
Yeah.
thought that was dope because you got to think about the egos involved.
it's
And
team.
it's like, yo, Styles is Jada's hype man and vice versa, and Sheik is this person's hype man. And it's like, yo, they got all. I ain't gonna lie, because I be singing and stuff, right? I was like, yo, they sound, far as like harmonizing and putting like the quality of like hearing together. I was like, yo, they sound like a choir, yo. They
Bro.
sound like they practiced this, and it just sounded so much better. Even when Jim and them were doing their thing, the sound of it didn't sound like quality to me. It didn't even like their tones wasn't
Maybe
even
they did
matching
like
each other.
I think Kyle said they might not even went to mic check. They might not even check their mics, bro.
Yeah. The one thing I would say too, on top of that, is that if you look at it, they played like the LOX played like a team. Like they literally, there was a point where Jadakiss was telling Sheik, no, she was telling Styles, yo, no, in the front, bro, because he was rapping and he was in the back. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
nah, you got to get in this front center, bro. And I'm like, yo, that's like, yo, everybody knew what they came out there to do, and like they delivered. That's why it's like all the shit talk and all of that stuff was cool, but like when it came down to the music, I feel like Santana was disappointing. He had a lot of records where he was like just half of the words he wasn't rapping. It's like it looked like if they saw the first verses before the like the one
Reopening.
that before the one that they did in Jamaica, because that was the first one they did where they
Together.
did it in the same place. And so it looks like they looked
Mm-hmm.
at all the ones before that and they thought that we could just play records. But I'm like, nah, you literally people paid to go into Madison Square Garden. You're supposed to be giving it your all. You're supposed to be giving it your all. I just don't. I feel like they dropped that ball, man. So
Um, Fat Joe also said yesterday. I was watching his interview. He said, "Bro, this is special. This is a feeling in the air. You know, this is middle of the week. You know, people are gonna be thinking about where they was when this happened." He's like, "Man, I already knew I want to go get my jewelry game right because I know who's gonna be in the building. Real niggas was in the building. Anybody's in the building. Like this was the event, and I don't even think Cam cares. Like I don't even know if he
I didn't
even
think
gives
so.
a fuck."
Yeah.
well, the one thing I was saying in the conversation we had yesterday is that Cam is in a position where he didn't necessarily have to like grind out tours and shit like that to get money. He was in a place where he was on two labels, and he was writing for everybody. So like, I don't know if his live show is just not that. I've really never seen him live, so it could be that he just this is just like kind of reminiscent of what he is. But like, whereas these guys, the Locks, I mean, back in the Diddy era, when we talked about, like when they were they were getting all the money taken from them, they had to hit the shows. The shows are how they ate.
Yeah,
So
and Diddy not have you with whack stage presence. You're not gonna work for Diddy and
dude,
not know how to work a stage. They lucky they ain't fucking had a shiny suits on.
did you see what Diddy said? Did you see what Diddy said? He posted. He's like, "Yo, I from the first time I saw the Locks, I knew they were gonna be one of the greatest."
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
I'm like, yeah, that you can't knock that, man. You can't
yeah.
knock that. So all things to say is at the end of this, we may have hitched our wagon to the wrong horse, and that horse never took off.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The thing about it with me is, it's not even debatable. Like
Nah, find me one
who
person.
won or who lost. It's not even debatable who won or who lost.
Question: where did you guys watch it? Like, were you watching on Instagram or Triller?
I watched it on Instagram and YouTube, which is really bad. But
Yeah.
then yesterday again, I watched it on YouTube, and it made it even look even worse than what I thought happened. I was like, oh, they really got smacked. Like,
Yeah. The reason I asked is because the Triller app, because I'm a snob for quality, so I was watching on Triller, and Triller actually had at the top bars, like how Mortal Kombat and like Street Fighter has the bars where like if
yeah,
you lose health, and they literally had it where it was moving across the top. And yeah, the Dipset bar got really small, man. the
yeah. Are they doing
Dipset,
live voting?
I think
I
so.
think that would be
I think
so
so.
dope. Like,
I think that's what they were
Yeah.
doing. Um,
Yeah, because they did that for Soldier Boy and Bow Wow too.
So that was cool. Also unrelated but slightly, related. I noticed that they're trying to do a subscription based model for these now. So it was like $2.99 you get all the fights on Triller and the versus thing. So that's why it was like Trillerverse. And I'm like, that sounds cool, but I don't know if I want to pay for this still. I mean,
it's not a bad pivot because Triller was really coming to the space of TikTok.
yeah.
So for them to do this 180
Yeah.
and get into this space, I mean, it's untapped.
Yeah.
I've been saying for a long time that Smack, he's been like too slow on progressing the battle rap and getting it to a profitable place.
Mhm.
And somebody it was only a matter of time for somebody came in and figured it out. Like
Yeah.
it's a shame because I don't know what kind of contracts he got going on over there, or is he just taking so much off the top and just paying the artist? But I know Offset has, I believe it's called Caffeine, which
Mhm.
is a battle rap app. So yeah, they better tighten up, man, because
Really?
Triller, these celebrity boxing, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because people are
Yeah,
actually
that's the
getting
new hype.
knocked out, unlike professional boxing. People are
Yeah.
really tasting. I think even Blueface had a good pay
Yeah.
per
He
view
had
run
two
with
fights
them.
in one.
Yeah, he's putting hands on everybody. And
On everybody.
also,
Everybody can get it.
it's time for a current person to join versus. And I submit J. Cole. I don't know who he's gonna go against,
Okay.
but I know
Here's
J.
another.
Cole getting his bag with them records. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night for somebody. Let J. Cole get in that bag with them
I feel
records.
like the only person that it'd have to be a J. Cole and Kendrick type of thing, bro.
Ooh,
They're
That would
supposed to
be.
come out with an album.
Yeah, that's never that's I think we get the Chronic or the Dr. Dre record before we get that shit, dog. That's not happening.
bro, J. Cole and Kendrick on verses. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they better bring some Gatorade, some water, five extinguisher.
Yo, no, we
They
need
need
we need
working.
we need more than 20 though. Like fuck all. But you know what? I feel like that should be a show. I feel like it would like they would literally have that being like a show. And so I don't I think if Triller's able to build up the stuff so they can actually get make money and they could pay the artists to come up, it'll be I think it'll be a
Mhm.
good look.
Well, it helps when you got Timberland and Swiss Beats, can make personal calls. But
Yeah.
let's start going for that Triller, J. Cole versus Kendrick. I've been to a Kendrick concert, and this man gave 150% at a free concert, bro. Concert was like two
Exactly.
hours long. It was
And
2 hours.
and
I was like, enough, bro, enough.
We
Enough.
gotta pay you. Throw some money on the stage real quick.
Dog, he was
and,
not
and that
skipping no bars or nothing. Whole time,
and
everything.
and that's what I'm gonna start analyzing now, man. Like, yeah, you can have the records, bro, but like if your stage presence isn't like that, like before I make any comments now, I'm like, yo, let me see a performance, a live, like on some YouTube or something, man. Because my question was gonna be like, does J. Cole like how does he perform?
Oh,
Very
his
intimately.
bro, his
Mm.
set, cause I went to his show in when he did the last tour in Philly, and bro, I'm telling you, at the end of that night, I lost my voice. Like he just the way he went about
Mhm.
doing it, you were just such a part of it, and it was
Is
amazing.
the one with the roof where he was sitting on the roof?
No, 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 no. This was
That one was hard. That was
the
a
one
hard.
I didn't get around to that. This was after. This is the last tour he did, like 2018, I think it was. And it was the KOD one. But it was just it was. I'm telling you, man. Like, and then also too, like, presence is a big deal. They opened up with Young Thug, and Young Thug music is great, but the Young Thug stage presence is not there yet. And then you went from Young Thug to freaking Jaden, who was he had that Icon record, and I'm telling you, he did that one
Oh,
Icon
that's joint.
record, and he had the whole crowd. He ran through the stadium, ran through the whole stadium, and I'm like, yo, that's how you should do it. I mean, he only had one record to do, but like,
Make it
still,
count.
you
But
gotta
that's a
make
hell
the
of a record to do, though. If
Oh
it's gonna
yeah,
be
that
one,
was
make
a
it
dope
count.
ass. Yeah, I caught on
Yeah,
to
the
that
whole
song
thing,
early. I was
video.
like, bro,
yeah. So,
but
and then to come have J Cole come on, I think J Cole like literally it was just one of those things where you're like, damn, bro, like you felt like you were in the studio with him recording it, except the speakers are like stadium large. So
I think Hove may have saw that Jada Kiss thing and like, okay, this is something I could get with. Like, I can't get with all that other shit I was doing, but just me. I think Hove did the B side album kind of
yeah,
thing in Madison Square Garden. That's more Hove kind of get his joints off. Like, and I don't know if
but
Kanye can even do that because I'm pretty sure Kanye can't remember all his songs.
You don't think so?
oh come on now,
No,
come on,
they
bro.
had come out to the Odd Future Festival, and when you go to Odd Future Festival, Tyler always like requests this weird song of yours like that you probably don't ever perform,
Mm.
and he requested one of Kanye's song that ha 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 ha. I don't even know how the fucking song go,
Oh,
but
that joint.
anyway, he couldn't get all the words to
Oh,
it. No,
not
it was something.
that one.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was.
but then I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know if you're performing. Like Kanye has a lot of records. If you're performing on a regular basis, some of those records are just not getting touched. So I can understand not remembering them. But
But can you
I
imagine Kanye going off on a tangent though? That would irritate me. Like, I don't think Kanye's an MC
no,
like that where he
mm-mm,
could hold a whole crowd. It turned into like some weird ass speech.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
Turn
here
the
for the
I
mic
speeches.
up.
the one thing I would say is that it would be nice to see more people. This actually could be something that we actually make they actually make into a space where artists could perform and do like live shows and stuff like that. Especially knowing what the life like what life is going to look like, Delta variant, or if every year we're going to be dealing with COVID. Like
Right.
it could be a whole different ball game. So um, I'm intrigued. I think that the progression is going in a very interesting way. Seeing this the thing model, the subscription model they're trying to go, it's gonna be interesting.
So is Triller against opening it up to white people though?
I
You noticed
what?
that,
Because
right?
cause I remember, yeah, what happens when CMT decides to put Blake Shelton versus Taylor Swift or some shit like that?
Well, I don't know. I think
I haven't seen any white people.
well that
No,
but that's been because I think people are still apprehensive about joining doing Triller and Triller. I'm Triller doing verses. It's been mostly like urban artists.
yeah.
And
Usher versus
and the,
Timberlake.
I don't want to see Usher at all, bro. I'm sorry.
ooh.
Usher got records.
After that T Pain thing, Usher's on my ban list, bro.
Usher versus T Pain.
Listen, after
I would rather do Timberlake and Usher.
I would just rather Usher not be giving nobody his fake money no more, son. So
What is that about?
yeah, that's all we can talk about that. A whole other conversation.
He was promoting. All right.
He needs to stop. He promoting Good Girls, the TV
Yeah.
show.
But yeah, no. I just think it'll be very interesting to see how we go from this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, bro. So,
Same here.
any
We
any final thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna say. Well, my final thought is go back to the verses. So, did y'all see when Cam was sitting in the lounge chair and Styles P rolled up on him and started rapping to him, and then I think Cam tried to kick him, and then Styles P was grabbing his leg, and they was doing this. So apparently, Sheik was on an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, that was actually like about to be a problem." So he had to step in. He's like, "Yo, what is y'all doing? Y'all actually about to?" Because he was like, "Yo, I can see Styles' face," and he's like, "I know," even though Styles was rapping the whole time, but Cam was like trying to kick him off. It was just, I was like, "Yo,
It's about to
they
get
replayed
ghost
it
on
and
him.
everything."
yeah, I see.
Yeah.
There were a couple points where somehow they said it was all love, but I don't believe that at the time that's what they were thinking.
No, she confirmed that he was like, yo, at
Yeah.
the end it was all fake hugs, and he was like, it was one of those where like that person knows they lost, and it's like, oh yeah, it was like, nah, man, we busted your ass.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but they still supposed to be going on tour together, so
it's not gonna last
they messed
because
up that bag.
State Property is going on tour with them too. So State
Oh
Property,
really?
Dipset, and B Block. Good luck.
Oh
Good luck with
really?
that. Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
think?
don't know,
Wait, what do you
bro.
think? Your problem is what? It's
I
Dipset or
don't.
State
I
Property?
well, State Property, obviously. I don't think Beans is in enough good health to be like a good leader. And State Property always had beef within their little ranks or whatever.
Hmm.
Uh,
Mm.
I think Freeway was sick. Not too was sick also, wasn't he?
He lost. What you call it? Beanie lost a
Kid-
lung.
Yeah. I
Mm.
think Freeway lost a
So,
kidney.
oh wow.
So Petey Crack is not going to save it every night. And then also, how long are these concerts? Are we doing 3-hour concerts? Are we getting everybody an hour? What's going on? And
Yeah.
I'm not paying Freaky Zeke a dime. I'm sorry. That's not happening.
He's
Bro,
consistent about that.
I'm
He's
not
going to have to set
interested
up
in
the
him
mics and
being
everything.
there.
Oh, so my final thought is let this be a lesson and a warning to all future participants. Your rep is on the line. Your pride is on the line. Act accordingly. Facts.
And I think that's why some people are hesitant. Like one of the other reasons why they're hesitant, because it's like, yo, if you do this, you have to come correct. Like
Yeah.
especially what happened with Dipset, it's a for sure thing now because people know Dipset had the records.
Yeah,
But
and
if you
look at the
don't come
streams. I'm
correct,
sure Jada's streams is through the roof right now.
Yeah.
oh
And being
he's beamed up right now.
and
Everybody talking
being
about him.
being famous on Black Twitter is being more famous than the regular internet. Like it's more relevant. You famous on Black Twitter, bro. You flying right now.
Yeah. I would actually double down as my final thoughts on not just participants, but artists as a whole. If you are an artist and you have a live show, you need to be putting in your work so that your live show is on point. You
Yeah.
don't you know what I'm saying? Like that's just to me, right there. That is a clear indication that that's what they should have been doing. Don't do
This
that.
shit is work at the end of the day. I know
Yeah,
you
bro.
fucking singing songs, but it's still a job and it's work. And people got dressed up and
And
risking
paid
going to work
money.
late tomorrow, paid their money to come see you. So Busta, where was Busta at? Can you imagine? Busta would probably be like, yo, New York, New York. We're gonna start this over. I
Yeah.
need energy. I need energy.
No, you know what? Actually, last thing, one I want to see. There was rumors of Busta and Missy. I don't think it's fair for Busta because Missy got a lot of records, but
Jeez.
it's good. I think that's the closest that we'll get to it. And knowing both of them, it's going to be a good show.
I don't know if Missy could be on stage by herself though.
You don't think so? Why?
I just don't. I've never seen her by herself. It's always been formation behind Missy every time. But
they might change it up and have that formation back there for her.
Busta on acapella, not many could get with him. Not many.
That's for real.
Not many. All right, guys.
But on that note, it's been fun.
Yeah.
This is a recap. We had to, let the truth be told.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more episodes from No Vacancy. And on that note, we're out.
We're out.
Woo.